as it stands currently, hopefully it will change, Ofcom cannot investigate individual creators. What they can do and what they do is regulate every single social media platform in the UK. But for you to then make a report, it is so important that everyone reports on TikTok first. Wait for the... My dogs have just took the zoomies. I am so sorry for all this noise.
Is it a good time for me to explain exactly how Ofcom will operate within this?
Just let me calm my dogs down 2 seconds.
Okay, you'll get calm the dogs down. Right. A lot of people are talking about Ofcom on TikTok and reporting to Ofcom, etc. Right, and that's all well and good. Ofcom can now regulate social media platforms like TikTok and are doing. The process is in its very early days. And Ofcom as a body will run a series of what they call, they're not, but they call them this, test cases. So they'll run a series of scenarios through the courts. And at the moment, they are investigating TikTok's performance on child protection. This is the first of what will be a series of cases that Ofcom investigate and then push through the courts. So it is right to report incidences of TikTok's failure to protect children, vulnerable people, TikTok are failing completely to enforce their own community guidelines where certain creators are concerned. We all know that. That is what Ofcom are dealing with. So if you're going to report an individual, you're wasting your time with Ofcom. Do let Ofcom know that TikTok have breached their own regulations, their own community guidelines, etc. But it's no good trying to report an individual, in this case, the one that was incredibly racist on a live the other night. Reporting her for her behaviour is a waste of time with Ofcom. And Kels is going to tell you where you should be going.
And I'll get on to that in a wee second, but just to add on to what Grandad was saying there, it is so important that you make the report on TikTok first and wait for the no violation to come back. Yeah. It is paramount that you please do that there. Then go to Ofcom. Again, you can report it online. There's an online complaint form, which is my second pinned video on my page, and you'll see step by step how to do it. You can phone them. You can also email Ofcom, because I do know a lot of the ones in my inboxes are not comfortable with online reports. They're not maybe comfortable, phoning, each to their own, but there is multiple ways to do it. As for the racist behaviour, any hate crime, so that includes disabilities, race, religion, sexual orientation. Sorry, I'm not well. I've just took a brain fog, but I think we all know what hate crime is within the UK. When you see that online and in real life, it can be anywhere, not just always online. It's report.it.org.uk, or go to Google and just put in report it, and it'll be the first link that'll show up on Google. Now with that, again, you've got multiple options. You can do it online with their own online complaint form. Evening. You can phone them, and you can email them as well. Not every website I'm going to give you tonight will have all those options. Most of them will. Also, on Report It, there is subsectors. So if you're maybe not sure something's a hate crime, or you're unsure of things, there is sections on there that clearly break it all down, let you know the ins and the outs of everything else. You can do it anonymous. You don't have to give your real details, and I appreciate not everybody wants to, and that's fine. However, from experience, when you do go on to report it and you do give your real identity, you will get the police phoning you back. And they will want to speak to you. They would want further information. They would clarify information, and then typically they will ask you, do you want to be a witness to this? If it goes the full, what am I trying, like, do you know what I mean? If it goes all the way to court, you don't have to. Do you know, especially if there's screen recordings and screenshots. Another bit of advice the police have given a lot of the time, and other authorities, just to make this clear. Screen recorders do amazing. You know, it's fantastic to do that. But see then if you have a screen recording and you're putting silly voices and silly little pictures, and I get why people do that online, but if you're using screen recordings and screenshots as your evidence,
Don't edit it. Don't put anything on it.
Yeah, just leave it be, basically. I am going, my dogs are winding me up. 2 seconds, because she now needs to go for a toilet. 2 ticks, sorry. Come on.
Right, the incident the other night, which we originally started this conversation with, has been reported to the police. There has been communication with the police, and they are at present investigating the matter further. Are they going to do something this time? I would hope so. So, does it achieve anything? That's to be found out, innit? We'll find out whether or not it does in the fullness of time. But the report from the other night has been taken seriously. It's been logged, it's been recorded, and it's been added to other investigations.
Like I said, pending. Now, if a lot of ones don't want to go to report it, because I get it, it's not always hate crime that is seen on this app particularly. You've also got Crime Stoppers, which is completely anonymous. They do not get your IP address. They cannot get your phone number. They can't get your information. You are protected. You will remain completely anonymous. A lot of people believe that they have to have everybody's full name, full address, full date of birth, every single last bit of information, when really that isn't always the case. If you can just give enough information, even now with the laws changing, give them their TikTok username, because as long as it's a public profile, they can go and look. And a lot of these most notorious ones that are constantly causing trouble, the police are very well aware of their real identities and locations.
I'm going, don't laugh. Don't laugh.
Dogs are enjoying every minute of this.
Dogs are like, get out of my way. I'm just sitting there trying to hold it. Kels, put your pen down, otherwise you'll get restricted.
I know, so it's my nerves. I am trying my best. Right. Thank you, because I didn't realise I was doing that. So,
hang on a sec. Hang on, just to make an announcement. Gail in the Matrix, Liz Churchill, you con artist, get the fuck out of this live now. I've seen what you've done with your Facebook, your con artist, conning people, faking cancer, faking mental health, faking EUPD and BPD. Get the fuck out now.
is that is that the woman I was sending you screenshots of? She used to use a different name.
I know her personally. I think
No,
there's something here.
honestly, I've been seeing it all today. I've been sent it before. Honestly, I'll send it to you if you want me to. Not a problem.
Yeah, but just be
I've just
careful
blocked.
here, because I know that lass.
I know, but I've just blocked because what I've seen today, faking cancer and all kinds, saying her granddad's got cancer, and she's been on about 5 or 6 different accounts on Facebook, on TikTok, conning people. Yeah, I know. I wouldn't have said it if it didn't have the evidence, and I've known her too because she was a friend of mine as well.
Okay, well,
Sort that out live.
Yeah, I will send you. It's not a problem. Yeah.
No, that's all right.
I wouldn't have done that if I wasn't too sure. I got sent it before, and she's done it to a few people, and this is why I went into her live before, went hello Liz, and she blocked me instantly. And if she hasn't done something wrong, why is she blocking me?
I don't know. We'll talk about all this off live, because I want to try and keep it focused onto this here if I can. So you can give over their TikTok handles because, again, a lot of the local police will know their real identities. And online, when you ring the switchboards or the local police station directly, they will have a log of a lot of people's social media handles now within their real identities as well. So don't worry if you haven't got dates of birth, addresses, their first and last names, please don't be worrying about that because that has put a lot of people off. See that, Bella Boos? She's testing my last patience. That has put a lot of people off, doing reports. It's like, well, I don't know their information. And it's like, you don't need to. Another one, which is a bit of a sensitive one, so I will give a bit of a trigger warning here for this here. There is a lot of child activity on lives. And when I say that, I'm talking about following creators following clearly underage children back, gifting, subscribing, being in the subscribers only lives. Mm. Again, it is concerning, and I know there's a few creators on here. I haven't got permission to say their names, otherwise I would, but they do a lot of that, exposing and putting them out there, making videos on them and everything else. But if anyone's got any concerns of child SA, child grooming, exploitation, it needs to go to CEOP. So if you go into Google's,
Are you all right, Cal?
Give me strength, please. If you go on to Google and just type in CEOP, that will bring you directly to that specific website. The unfortunate thing is, because of the gravity of the seriousness of that there, you cannot report anonymously. You have to give your real details over for that one. If anybody sees anything like that and they don't feel comfortable or they don't want to, more than happy, send it to me, and it's something that I know who to send it to. I'll do it myself, so that will be, dealt with and sorted out. Sorry, I've got my wee notebook. I've got the pen.
Can you do it with the NSPCC as well?
That's the first thing at the top of my page.
Was it?
Next, see, that's your psychic abilities. Right. The NSPCC, I think everybody that's in here knows what the NSPCC is. So I don't think I need to explain that. But again, they do deal a lot with just minors and children. I don't remember what the cut-off age is. Is it 16 or 18?
Isn't it 18?
I can't remember at the top of my head. Does anybody know what the cut-off age is for NSPCC?
I would have thought it would be 18.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Like I said, I'm brain fog moments. Again, if you need any advice, because again, we all see things and we're maybe not sure. Like, is this, child grooming? Is it child harm? Is it exploitation? You second guess things. So you can phone their helpline. Their helpline is not just for reporting. It is also equally for advice, for information, to talk about it. If then they come back to you and say, yes, it is something that needs to be reported, you can do it there on the phone with them. Again, you can do submit an online form, which is on their website underneath report, where you will also get the email and phone number for the help and advice line for NSPCC. Again, with parents, with caregivers, with anybody, I use the NSPCC a lot because they're up to date with online safety, protections, apps that are right there to, watch your children's phones and monitor things. So there's like a wealth of information on there as well. Does anybody else want to say anything about the NSPCC whilst I open this door because the dog's scratching?
Just wait a moment while Pels opens her dog. We'll be right back.
We're going on the naughty step permanently.
Well, a lot of people are clarifying the ages. It's 18 in England, and in Scotland, they believe it's 16. So, between 16 and 18. But like Kel said, if you believe they are 18 or under 18, then certainly NSPCC.
And also, again, please report it to TikTok and also Ofcom, because Ofcom enforcement team are currently investigating all these breaches with the app at the moment.
Oh, there's more as well, because I saw a news report before that there's two things that have come up. There's one going to court for involving bullying of a child, and the second one was about how to shoplift. You can now find videos on how to shoplift.
Pamphlets for younger people, so you can explain online safety with them. That's true. Challenging, they do. They give you pamphlets, and you can see it, read it online, where it gives you it tells you how to talk to children about online safety, to know how to protect themselves, to know what dangers to look out for. I use NSPCC all the time because their wealth of information on there and knowledge, and it's so up to date. They're an amazing charity.
You take it serious as well.
Sorry?
You really do. You take it serious as well.
Yeah, no, they do. And
Very
every
serious.
single phone call or online report that they get, they don't just go, no, we're not looking. They look into every single one, regardless of what it's suspected to be or not to be. It's all looked into because, again, they're dealing with minors and children,
Yeah.
the most vulnerable in the communities. Backtracking a lot, because I know a lot of people are not aware of the IWF, which is the Internet Watch Foundation. Now, they are global. They're not just UK based. Germany, America, Mexico, like we're talking worldwide pretty much. If you see any suspected child essay or any images or videos, and I hate to bring that up, so trigger warning, because I know there was somebody, I'll not say their names, but somebody had contacted us, well, say us, me and the girls, about, I think it was like a year and a half ago. They had just done a simple Google search, and I can tell you now, it was the most innocent Google search. But because a few letters were spelt the wrong way, they came across stuff that no person in the right mind would want to see. Now, it can happen. Hopefully it doesn't, but it can happen. But if you go to IWF, the Internet Watch Foundation, you report to them that you've seen images, videos to do with child stuff, and they get it removed from the internet completely, and it's investigated by them. And also, so say it was done in England, it'll be Met Police. Do you know what I mean? For example, sorry, I thought I'd seen something there. So they will identify it and remove it, and that is globally online, and that is of any images. So be it be video, so be it be photographs. Bellaboos, no, come on now, baby girl, come on. Bellaboos. Dogs want to make the toilets again.
Should we call it the Bella Show?
It is.